Hi, and thanks for listening to Sustainable Photography. This is episode 39, and I'm your host, Ingvild Kolnes. Today, I'm talking about the 3 ways you could be hurting your photography business. You're listening to Sustainable Photography, where you get support and education to build your profitable business in a way that supports your way of living. I'm Ingvild Kolnes, and after 11 years as a photographer, I want to share what I've learned with you. So if you're looking for confidence, inspiration, and to-the-point tips, keep listening. For full transparency, I also want you to know that I'm a mentor with paid offers, and I might mention some of those in this episode. Most photographers don't start off with that being their career goal. They just like photography, and then one thing leads to another, and suddenly you're a photographer. You know how to take photos, but not really how to run your business. So let's talk about 3 common mistakes. And if you feel like you make any of these mistakes, come on over to my Facebook group, Sustainable Photography, or send me a DM on Instagram at Ingvild Kolnes, and let's talk. Mistake number 1, you're not standing out. Your business, or at least a part of it, looks too much like other photographers. It could be your pricing, your style, your wording, branding, colors, anything. So when you're looking for inspiration, try to look outside of the photography genre and especially outside of your own local market and competitors. If you see others looking too much like you, regardless of whether you were first or not, try to think how you can separate yourself from them. Figuring out how to stand out is a big part of what I teach in my program, Sustainable Photography. It's opening up again this fall, and you should get on the waitlist now. There are some surprises in store for you, and I don't want you to miss out, so make sure you sign up for the waitlist. It's easy to think that there's a right and a wrong way of doing things. A lot of educators actually teach this, that you should do what they did, or do that, or don't do this, but I really disagree with this way of doing things so much. What's worked for me, my personality, and my audience might be a complete failure for you to do. So I always encourage you to test and try and find your way of doing things. And go listen to episode 26 with Leslie Rodriguez for more about standing out. Mistake number 2, doing too many things. So yeah, I know photography is your passion, but if you don't take time off, it can, and well, it will, lead to burnout. I can't even count the number of times I've heard of photographers reaching burnout. It's very real, and it will happen to you too if you do too much for too long. So make sure that you take time off, schedule time off, like actually add it to your calendar, set a cap on how many shoots you want to take on in a month or in a year, and make sure that you get paid enough from the shoots that you actually do. Another pitfall is having too many offers. If you try to combine all kinds of different types of photography, from newborn to weddings to business shoots, it's just so much to deal with at once. Each type of photography requires different emails and contracts and prices and all the things. And you might need more equipment as well. So what seems like easy money might end up costing you because it takes so much longer than what you normally do. Improving your productivity and automating things will definitely help if you're always juggling too many things. Check out episode 36 with Charlotte Isaac and episode 24 with Jen Madigan for more about productivity. Make sure that you spend your time on what actually matters instead of just staying busy. It's so common and it won't get you anywhere. I can also promise you that having goals will help you. It's like having a path to follow. But if you're struggling to know what you should be doing, like how to spend your time wisely, just see if you can set some goals. What do you really want to accomplish? Once you know what you want, it's so much easier to set boundaries and to say no, which again frees up your time so you can spend it doing whatever it is you want. The third mistake is basing your business decisions on feelings. Oh, I can already hear the resistance on this one. I'm not saying stop having fun. I'm just saying make sure that you're running your business based on what makes sense and what works for you. And then do fun things as well, for sure. You might be thinking, what's fun? And of course, that's individual. But I do see a lot of photographers buying a lot of stuff. Like, you always want the newest gear, like a new lens or more cute headbands for your newborn shoots and all that. And my question to you is it helping your business? Like, is it actually going to ensure that you make more money, or is it just for fun? If you and your business can afford that, then great. But I often see photographers claiming to struggle one day and then the next day spending tons of money. And in which case, I would say that you're running your business based on your feelings rather than what makes sense. And that's not helping you. Another example is posting on social media based on likes instead of bookings, or just writing back and forth with other photographers without it doing that much for you. If you keep posting things that give you likes instead of things that is giving you bookings, then it's not helping your business. You're just staying busy. Sure, it's fun, but it's not making you money. The amount of followers that you have is probably not adding to your income. So I recommend not being so hung up on it. Post on social media and keep track of what leads to more bookings. If a certain kind of post always results in inquiries, maybe see if you should post more of those, even if it might not be your most liked content. Fear is another feeling that you might be basing your business decisions on. And I'm especially thinking of your prices. You might feel worried that you won't book if you raise your prices, so you keep them too low. You might not be paying yourself enough, and you might be basing your prices on others. The consequence of this is, of course, that you're not really running a business. You could, in fact, be losing money and spending a lot of time doing so. If you've been listening to this podcast at all, you know that I'm saying these things because this has actually happened to me. I'm not sitting here on my high horse looking down on you for making mistakes or what I think are mistakes. I'm sharing my experience so that you don't make the same mistakes that I have made. If you want to talk more about how you can improve your business, send me a DM on Instagram. You'll find me at Ingvild Kolnes. INGVILDKOLNES. Bye for now. Thanks for listening to Sustainable Photography. Head over to Instagram at Ingvild Kolnes to tell me what you want future episodes to be all about. Check out the show notes over at ingvildkolnes.com/podcast. You can learn more about the Sustainable Photography program and sign up for the waitlist there. To get more of this content, make sure you subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support makes all the difference. Talk soon.